Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back to Having It Made with Alexandra Jade. I am your host, Alexandra Jade, and I am so excited to have the one and only singer, songwriter, musician, producer, Miss Ari LaShell. This young lady has just recently worked on the film Praise This, produced by Will Packer, starring Chloe Bailey. Guys, Miss Ari LaShell. Guys, this is a personal episode for us because we've spent hours working on our own personal short film.
Yes.
And here it is, like, I'm getting to interview you. And this is the first time we're meeting, so this is huge.
In person.
Did I miss anything, Ari? What else did I miss? Introduction.
Nothing. I'm just so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see you in the flesh.
In the flesh. In the whole flesh.
We've spent hours on FaceTime together working on our last project, and I'm just so grateful to have met you through Brandy with Impressions.
Shout out to Miss Brandy Stevens, our director. She has actually linked us together, and we were just able to make such a beautiful film. You know, the whole music department, like, we did our thing.
Yes.
And it's so great. Like, the film is in so many different film festivals.
Yes.
Like, we did that.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit when I was trying to get in. I was like,
yo, this show was sold out.
It was sold out. They were like,
Listen.
there's not even standing room. I was like, I did the music.
Child, they said we don't care if you were in the music department or
they
if
did not
you worked
care.
on the set. This showing is sold out, so come back another day.
Right. And I was just like, I took off work and everything. I was like, I'm not missing this at all. It was such a special honor to even have our work placed in that festival, you know?
Absolutely.
And that was my first time in that position as the music supervisor.
And you did so well.
I'm grateful. I couldn't have done it without you.
No, literally, I can say as a music editor, this young lady has really pushed me to just be better and to actually just have her come on my platform. As I will say again, I'm just honored. So thank you.
I'm honored. Thank
you. From the whole Having It Made team, we just want to say
thank y'all.
Thank you.
I'm honored. Like, once again, I'm super honored. When I tell you, just working with you, you helped me grow a lot. I remember when there was times I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you were like, we're not even gonna go there.
We're not
gonna go
because
there.
we gotta get it done.
And I was just like so grateful because you always made sure that we were like, get into the goal. And the whole team, like Maya, Cameron, everybody, I feel like it was such a beautiful blend. And for us to not even have like met in person, I could still feel that synergy within all of us. And we were all able to really put together a beautiful project musically that I am super duper proud of. And
absolutely,
I'm very grateful we were able to showcase the independent artists that we were able to within that film too, because it's just something about the life of an independent artist.
Absolutely. And let's get into it.
Yes, let's get
Miss
into it.
Independent Artist.
Oh, Lord.
So, all right, you've been singing since the age of 3.
Yes.
And you're how old now?
Oh, how old am I? I am about to be 25 in
Look,
October.
And you're still at it. Look at where you are.
I'm grateful.
You have your own streaming platforms. You're on Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp.
Yes. I have music on all streaming platforms, and my EP is getting ready to drop on Bandcamp.
Yes, EP.
I feel like 3-year-old Ari would be very proud of where she is now. My mom said I could always sing before I could talk. She was like, you were humming before you were speaking. And I was like, that's how I just know, like, it's just always been in me. And I don't care what sort of facet it is or what genre it is. Like, I just love music and everything about it, from the technicalities to the productions to the
and she is a bomb producer, just being a woman of color.
Thank you.
Being a producer, producing your old music and helping other people out, even as a vocal coach. Like,
yes, thank you. I just love the art of music, and so that means that anything behind it I am super passionate about, and if there's anything that I can share with others, then I'm more than willing to share it. Like, when people hear how I speak about music. They're just
Yeah.
like, I can just tell you love it, your eyes
You
lighten
do.
up.
You're
and
so passionate about it.
it's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
I got it tattooed on me and everything.
Absolutely. So tell me about just the progression growing up. So you attended talent shows growing up.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like for you.
Oh my goodness. So growing up, my auntie, she always used to make me like her personal Barbie doll.
Okay.
So I remember one talent show, I was dressed up like Mary J. Blige to sing Rihanna, Please Don't Stop the Music. I had the hat tilted to the side and I had the black on with the smoky eye at like 8. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Literally, I went from singing India Ari to Rihanna to Fantasia. I did what was that song? If You Don't Want Me, then don't talk to me. Listen, I was in 5th grade singing that. Like I was really in my
telling people to free themselves.
I was telling them if you don't pay me no mind,
girl. Girl.
then you gotta go.
Then you gotta go.
Listen, I always felt older than how I really was because just growing up, I always resonated with like Jill Scott and Layla Hathaway and Maxwell and Music Soul Child. Just a lot of especially because we were growing up in like the neo soul era.
We were.
So
I can't say that. I feel like our parents had some good music.
They did.
And because they had good music, they were able to put us on to good music.
Yes. Especially with my mom being from Detroit.
Okay.
So those road trips when we would go from Detroit to, Georgia, because my dad lived in Atlanta all my life. I was always like back and forth.
Yeah.
I got a little gist of everything.
The mix
from
of both cultures.
So South that like I guess old Atlanta when Goody Mob and all I was I was listening to everything growing up.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for the versatility that I was able to be, I guess, surrounded by. And that's what I am, just a ball of gumbo.
Absolutely.
Not just because I'm Creole either,
Yes. So you did play the clarinet. What other instruments do you play, Ari?
Clarinet, acoustic guitar.
I
taught myself.
Please tell the camera how you taught yourself how to play that.
Fret by fret, string by string. Okay. I started off playing Tweet, smoking cigarettes.
What?
I was like, do. Don't play with me.
Don't play with her.
I trained by ear too because my mom never let me sing off key growing up. My mom was in a band, so
she said you ain't got no choice.
Oh, listen, she was like, girl,
she wasn't
throwing shoes on a note.
She wasn't throwing shoes, was she?
Listen, she was close. She said, "Ooh, Ari." She said, "I'm gonna need you to get on the note." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna try." I'm over here at like 12, trying to match pitch with the songs and stuff. That's my girl. I love my mom, and I can thank her a lot for my tonality. And my dad is more of like my lyricism because he was actually offered a deal with Def Jam.
Word.
And like I would say maybe like 2005 when Ludacris was, starting to pop off. But unfortunately, he didn't take the deal. But growing up, we always had like a musical kind of life with my dad.
Okay.
I remember my first song we ever recorded is called Stuntin' Like My Daddy. I have to let you listen to it. My dad gave us like a CD of like instrumentals.
Okay.
And he said, y'all have 24 hours, listen to all the songs on here, choose a song, write to it, and then we're going to go record it in the studio tomorrow. Yeah. I said, okay, Joe Jackson. I was like, okay.
She's not Joe Jackson. You are a fool, yo.
I said, dang. And then we were in the studio and he was like, sing a little higher. I was like, Dad, this is supposed to be fun. But he's always been kind of like, he thinks he's secretly my manager in his head. He be telling me all the time, I think you should have did that song or you should have did this. But he's also my biggest supporter. So
absolutely.
It's like a perfect balance.
Mm-hmm. So you have siblings?
I have 10.
Wow. And where do you fall in that?
Well, I have step siblings, but everybody's my brothers and sisters.
Absolutely.
On my mom's side, I have 2 brothers, and I'm the oldest.
Okay.
On my dad's side, I have 2 sisters, and I'm the middle child.
Okay.
And then I have 6 5 sisters, one brother from my stepmom. So.
And you guys are all musically inclined, you would say?
I was, well, yeah, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Some of them, listen, they needed to have grew up with my mom a little bit in the tone. I was like, baby, because when they feel it, they don't care what come out. They just want to sing. And I'm like, I wish I had that free expression of just letting it loose and not caring what the note is, because I can't. It's engraved in my head now. I gotta sing on a note. I think
that is so impressive.
It's hard,
but it's the heart of it all.
Yes. I will say that I share my heart through my art. So whenever you see anything musically inclined with me, it's from the heart. So it's definitely who I am as an individual.
Okay, so let's talk about your studies in music.
Okay.
So music recording technology.
Yep.
You have a degree in music recording technology from Hampton University.
Yes, I do. And I actually, like, in high school, I went to a performing arts high school. So I was a vocal major. And I wanted to be a band minor so bad. But they wouldn't let me, because I was, still playing the clarinet in middle school.
Okay.
But in high school, they were like, it was just like a weird audition process. So I was like, I'll just stick to, choir.
Right.
Well, voice. So in high school, we did a lot of like show choir. And then that's where I knew I wanted to go to college for music recording technology. Because
that's impressive.
Mr. Roro was my music tech teacher.
Okay.
And I had
This is at the performing arts school?
High school, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was the first person to really get me interested in like producing. So I was producing my friends' songs. I had produced like a birthday EP for me. All of this stuff is in the archives.
Fire.
It's in the archives. This stuff is, listen, it's definitely high school, okay? But it was when I first found my love for like production and knowing that it was more to music than just, singing and writing. So I loved it. We did a lot of commercials, a lot of voiceovers, and I was like, I'm going to go to school for this to learn the back end of things so I can communicate as an artist with my producers.
Yeah, so what do you feel like is the biggest thing you've learned from the music recording technology?
I would say the lingo, like the language.
Okay.
When I'm in a session, I can communicate with like my producers and my engineers a little bit more fluently. If there's certain things that I want to communicate in terms of like, maybe let's take a little bit of the EQ out, or let's add a little extra reverb to make sure that it sounds like warm, I always just try to be able to utilize what I've learned in school, because it's crazy. Even though I have a degree in music recording technology, I was always like the test dummy, like the singer for our classes. So they would be behind the board. They're like, Ari, go get in the booth. And I'm like,
I mean, you can sing, so why not?
But I'm trying to learn a board too.
I hear you.
So I used to have a happy medium. I would be in the studio. I'd be like, I can't hear myself, or I would just tell them truly from like a vocalist experience in the booth, like, I can't hear my playback, or my playback is a little delayed, or stuff like that. And I guess you can say that helped me in my professional studio sessions now growing up, because I'm able to communicate it a little less stressed out than when I was in college, because I was like, what is going on here? But I'm just, school in general, I was grateful for. I'm classically trained. I was able to do a lot with that in school, like tour. I went to Australia. I performed at the Sydney Opera House.
Yes, that's huge.
I'm grateful. Very
like
grateful.
That is so huge. At 25, like that's huge.
Yeah. 1 in 5. When I tell you,
when you tell me
the plane right there. So it was 3 hours from Virginia to Houston. Then 17 from Houston to Sydney. And we had to leave like 2 days in advance to get there I guess on time.
Okay.
Because they're 15 hours ahead.
Yeah.
But out of like 12,000 applicants, only 80 were selected.
Whoa.
And then my friends and I, it was just crazy. We all kind of, once we got nominated and we got accepted, it was 4 of us and we all ended up going. So we were able to experience Sydney together. I'm super grateful.
You're so cool.
Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Okay. So not only are you just performing around the world as a global superstar, you also have a tendency to be musically involved on set with film and production.
Yes.
You just got done wrapping up Praise This. I want to say
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you so
And I just want to know, what was it like just working on a set with everybody?
Oh
like,
my
okay,
gosh.
this is the biggest thing for me. Like Big Tank, I'm a huge fan of Big Tank.
Yes.
Those who don't know who Big Tank is, he's one of the music supervisors for the Boondocks, and the music on the Boondocks is like
phenomenal.
She was able to work alongside with this wonderful human being.
Oh, I'm so grateful. That's like a big brother to me now.
Tell me what that's like.
It was a dream. Like every day on set was just so incredible. Just being able to, not because working on the film, I actually started off in the production office.
Absolutely.
So I was able to see everything come together from like prep to boot camp. So I was there when everybody was, coming in to rehearse, and then moving on set, I was the music assistant. So I was in a studio.
Yeah.
I was setting up sessions with Chloe and Drewski
Look at you.
and
Not
Lauren
Drew.
Lott.
The
And
girls.
it was just so fun. Everyday Tank, I was able to sit alongside him and shadow him every day. He was such a just big, he took me under his wing. He would let me listen into his
so
meetings
cool.
and just show me the ropes to everything. And he even told me some stories about the stuff he created on the Boondocks. And I'm just so grateful to have been able to work on that set. I'm telling you.
That's a good connection.
It's my favorite. He actually helped me get my first placement too. So
can you tell us more about that?
I think I can. It's coming up soon. My first placement, I just got a second. I don't think I can say anything about that
that's
one.
fine.
But my first one I got on a Force on Power. So I'm very excited.
Gosh, she got a placement on Power. That is so dope.
I'm very excited.
That's about to be so big.
Thank you so much. And
you got to tell us about it.
I'm just I can't say exactly what episode or anything like that, but I'm just very grateful that I was able to get my song placed on that because originally when I first started working with him, I didn't even tell him I was a singer. I was like, this man is just goated. And I was like, I just want to, be in his presence, get to know him and really just, see him for an individual. Not
Absolutely.
I don't look at people like artists or, music supervisors like, oh my gosh,
we can't be starstruck in this industry.
Absolutely.
They can smell it on you.
Absolutely.
Like you gotta know like you belong in this room.
Absolutely. And that's what I learned. I learned that like that's a big word because that was the word I took off of that was, if you're called to be in those rooms, you were meant to be there.
Yeah.
So the negative thoughts of like you're not supposed to be here and this, that, and the third, you have to kill that because when you're in alignment and you're trusting a process,
come on, when you're in alignment.
I'm telling you, when you're in alignment and you trust the process, you really start to just affirm this is what you've been praying for. This is what you wanted. And on top of, Tank being there, the music editor, Jen Monar.
Okay.
She's like another mentor to me also.
Yes.
I just feel like talking with them and being able to share with them my artistry, they were even telling me, they were like, you got it. And
you do.
I'm so grateful for that. That was an extra affirmation for me to keep going because it gets hard.
It's so nice to know that there are some down to earth people just in the industry. I know like even when we work on set, like we can kind of feel discouraged because we got some top dogs and sometimes they don't even want to acknowledge you. So the fact that they took you in is a beautiful thing. Congratulations.
Yes. I think the whole cast was phenomenal.
It's only up from here.
I receive it.
I receive it. It really is. It's only up from here.
I feel like working with Chloe inspired me personally
Really?
as an artist, I would say, because just watching her work ethic, she's just so professional.
Okay.
She's so just quick and she works so hard.
Yeah.
She does so much. And before the movie, I was already like, I was a fan and I was like, okay, I can't be a fan in this setting. I have to truly, work with her as a professional. And I was just very grateful to be able to be in the sessions with her and to, she's such a beautiful light, a sweet spirit.
She's such a pretty girl.
She is. And she's just so down to earth. Like, I tell you, she definitely made me want to just go harder in my own craft.
Yes. So with that being said, let's talk about you in your own craft. Okay, which I find is really cool about Ari. You can sing in a different language. You can sing in a couple languages.
I can.
You can sing in French, Russian, German, Spanish. Yes. What am I missing? English. What else?
I'm thinking, yes, you said English, French, Spanish, German, Russian. I sang one Dutch song when I was in Australia. It was very hard, so I won't say that I can.
Yeah,
but I think you hit the hammer.
Sing
on the
something
nail.
in any language for us right now.
Okay, so I'll do "Killing Me Softly."
Ooh, in what?
Spanish.
Con
su guitarra hería fibras de mi corazón y entre sus versos decía íntimas cosas tan mías que descubría precisa toda mi vida con su canción.
Do I need to say anything else about that lovely rendition of "Killing Me Softly"?
Oh,
Fendi, did you hear that? Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have some singles out. I really like Caliente. I like Air. All of it is all a vibe. And you got an EP dropping on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about it.
My EP, AWH, stands for Ari, what are you doing here? It's so funny because I really got that reference when I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Okay. My two best friends, Tanaj and Imani from college, we were all there and they kept saying, Ariana, what are you doing here? Because that was when Nicki Minaj had told Ariana Grande on live. She's like, Ariana, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And so all throughout like our experience in Mardi Gras, they'd be like, Ariana, what are you doing here?
Okay.
And I had decided a little bit prior to that trip that I wanted to actually, start my career, I guess, in house. And I was like, I know people are going to be like, Ari, what are you doing here? What are you doing in house? Because, a lot of people know me as like, neo soul and R&B. And as versatile as I am, I wanted to showcase my house, my art in house. Being from Detroit, I grew up with a lot of dance, a lot of, techno, electronic music. And I've always had a niche for it. I've always loved it. When I was growing up, I always said I wanted my music to play in fashion shows.
Okay, and it is.
Listen, I am just so. I feel at home.
Power and whatnot.
Stop it.
Now it's time to transition to the runway.
I'm ready. New York Fashion Week. I can get a song during New York Fashion Week, I'll probably melt.
We're putting that in the air here at Having It Made.
I receive all of that.
Good.
I truly do.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for that.
So what can we say is like the biggest leap for you going forward in your music?
It's being 100% authentically me. I know that, I feel sometimes we try to shape authenticity into a box, but my authenticity is ever changing, ever evolving.
I really like that. Can you say that again? We trying to put authenticity into a what?
Into a box.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like we're all like an onion. We're all very layered.
We
and
are indeed.
I don't think that you should try to put yourself in one box or one category. If you're able to zhish it up in a one genre and then go to another genre, why not?
Yeah.
I believe that we are moving into an era of freedom. We're moving into an era of expression and healing. We went through a very traumatic past 2 years, and I think that it's time for us to really just let go of the, expectations of others that we want to put upon ourselves and live for ourselves. And I know for me personally, doing this project definitely allowed for me to see myself in a light that I didn't even know was there, because I was trying to fit into boxes of what I thought other people wanted to see of me. Mm-hmm. And so dropping this EP is for me. It's very personal. And I just feel like also the love I get in the house world is so special. Like the rooms that I've been in, I did the theme song for Mood Elevator. It's a house music party that happens in Atlanta once a month.
Okay.
And when I tell you, it is the best party in Atlanta. The vibes, the energy in the room. They have wine tasting there, and it's just such a upscale vibe, but it gives you just the energy of, I guess, excellence, and it makes you want to thrive. So being in that room and doing a theme song for Mood Elevator, I was like, what did I say? I was like, not trying to think about my yesterday. My only mood is trying to elevate, a play on the words mood elevator, but also really talking about, yesterday is the past.
It is.
And there's nothing that we can do about it to change it. All we can do is just move forward and hope for better in our future and to elevate. So I feel like when I'm creating house music, I'm elevating, and I want everybody to feel the love and the need to elevate when they listen to my music, and to just have fun and let go.
Have fun and let go.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you, girl.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Thank you. I'm very proud of you. Just to be able to have a seat and, chat with you on your show is an honor. I truly love the energy in the room and the experience that you're giving me. You make me feel so at home, and I'm just a chatterbox when I'm so comfortable.
No, but literally, that's what we want, y'all. Come over. We make you comfortable. We make you feel safe, sound, just to express your creativity and your art. So, before I sign off, I want you to kind of leave who Ari is and the expression that you want other people to feel when you walk into a room and when they hear your music. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Who is Ari?
Ari LaShell at that.
Ari LaShell. Ari LaShell is eclectic. She's one of one, but
I'm the only one.
Literally, number one.
Compete with me.
Okay. She's literally one of one, but I say that in a way that doesn't try to compete with anybody. I've always allowed for myself to be in a lane of my own, because I feel like my lane is for the people who need to be represented, I guess you could say. I'm a quirky, I'm a little, awkward, but I'm 100% comfortable in everything that I do, every mistake that I've made, every win that I've taken, because at the end of the day, that's what's molded me to the person I am. Okay. And so when people listen to my music, I want them to hear raw. I want them to hear life is not always pretty. Life is not, and I think that's the Libra in me too, is that balance. I want people to see the full scope of things. I don't want you to just see the good. I want you to see the ugly. I want you to feel a wide range of emotions when it comes to Ari LaShell. So I guess you could say I'm a journey. I'm an experience.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And I just want everybody to come along with me.
You are a journey.
Oh.
And I'm so happy that we could be a part of this journey with you.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here and to be a part of your
Aw.
journey also. You've got a forever friend in me.
Yes, absolutely. So Ari, what are you doing here dropping on 5-5?
On 5-5.
5-5, guys.
5-5.
Please save the dates. Ari, what are you doing here? Dropping on
Ari.
5-5. Ari, where can our viewers, listeners, friends, where can they check out, the upcoming shows? Just what you're doing. Also, you give wonderful tips like these TikTok videos. I'm paying attention. I just want you to know I'm watching in the daily life of a musician, singer,
yes.
songwriter. Like, you're really out here doing it. So where can we find that
appreciate it.
content?
Hello, everyone. No. My name is Ari LaShell. You can follow me on all streaming platforms, social media platforms, YouTube, everywhere at Ari LaShell. It's ARI space LASHELL. And let me say it one more time for the people in the back. It's ARI LASHELL, Ari LaShell. And I hope that y'all continue to do very well. Come along this journey with me. You're about to see a lot more content in terms of the behind the scenes when it comes to the life of an independent artist. The great, the ghetto, like the whole shebang. So definitely come along that ride with me, and I would love to connect. Thank y'all.
And you guys, make sure you get you a star subscription so you can watch Power and check out this song placement. That's on the way.
Please.
With that being said, beautiful people, don't forget to also follow the page at Having It Made. I am so happy to have my guest for episode 2.